Okay, so it does look like I'm live. Unfortunately, today we are without a Leon, but that is only because he's at work, so, because it's a members only stream, it should be okay. We shouldn't get much, spam or anything like that. We shouldn't get anything that really needs moderating because it's all of you guys, so it should be fine. I will just double check that our chat is hello Nadia, hello and welcome. This stream at the moment is members only, but you're very welcome to check out the upcoming streams because we have many upcoming streams, including Crystal Ball, that are inclusive to everyone, members and subscribers. So yeah, so I just set the participation mode to members just to make sure we are not too well, we don't need Leon, we don't need a moderator at the moment. We should be okay. And hello everyone, so hello and welcome. Let's see who we have in. Miss Venus, Gretel, Domini, Sid, Pooja, Jasmine, Pragati, and yeah, I think that's everyone. So, hello and welcome. So today, I wasn't sure, who you guys would want channeling first and who will come in and all of that. So we do have the scrying mirror, a little bit of, a guide, a tool for me, should I say, to help me a little bit. As most of you know, but I will explain, it's an obsidian mirror, circular mirror, and I find it very beneficial for communicating with spirits. So the crystal ball I rarely use for that psychic energy, and the scrying mirror I use more for guides, star seeds, all of those things. So just a little bit of an explanation for the new people who may not have seen the scrying mirror before. I use this as well in past life streams, so you may see that. Also, I got a very lovely new channeling book, so I don't think anyone will be quite as excited about it as I am, but I just like the things that I use, the tools I use to be very lovely, rather than just writing on like normal plain kind of paper. So I have this very nice kind of smooth folder, I suppose, or brand new pad there to get into channeling, and a nice gold pen as well, because unfortunately my very beautiful feather pen was run out. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but we are okay, we are good, and yeah, we are ready to go. But how these streams will work, so as you know, there's two. So why is there two streams, Venus? What's going on? Who am I channeling here, and what are we doing? So what we're going to do on today's stream is I'm going to begin with a list. Hello, Lalima as well. So I'll just go very fairly by who was in first. So we have Miss Venus, then we have Gretel. I have noted that the Gretel said she'll be back around 6 p.m. So we may move Gretel down a little bit if we, get to Gretel before 6. But we're always happy to timestamp if people do need it. But yeah, the idea of this one, the reason why I didn't really plan a list or anything like that is because I want the people who are going to come in present for this stream to get a channeling. The stream is limited time, so we'll have about 2 hours after I stop talking, maybe a little bit longer. And I'm just going to try to get through everyone who's in at the moment. And then because I think we have 16 members. So, oh yes, I'll just thank the members, because Pragati, you have your avatar. So there's your avatar. You probably haven't seen it. I haven't put it up on the community tab. You guys probably haven't seen the avatar. Yeah, it's a beautiful new avatar there. So, yes. So everyone who's in today, hopefully we'll get to everyone, but I'm writing a list of everyone in order of when you came in, just to try to be fair. So then we had Damini, Sid, Pooja, we had Jan, we had Jasmine. So for everyone who's present today, hopefully we'll get to all of you guys. But on the next stream, the people who did not get a channeling here, who maybe are busy, maybe are, you know, working or something somewhere else, they will have priority on the next stream to ensure that they can have a channeling if they want one. So everybody gets at least one. Now the optional one for the extra channel, will be for those of you who can also make the 30th and a present and are just there basically. So so everyone will definitely get one channeling. A lot of you will be today, and hopefully a few of you, if not all. I believe that the next stream will not be as time restricted, so we should be okay to get most of you that do want to have two. So let's see here. So Jasmine, I said Jan and then Jasmine. And Pragati. So, okay, so we don't have too many people in right now. I think 8 is quite a good amount for a... Oh, Lalima as well, Lalima. So, I think 8, let me see, do we have 8? We have 9. So that's okay. That's quite a nice amount for 2 hours. We probably should make that, we probably should be fine with that. So, but yeah, just to let you, make sure you guys are all aware, you will all get one channeling at least, and those of you who can catch up on the next one, we'll get two, and I'm hoping everyone that wants to will get two. I know some of you just specified one, so that's great, that's fine. I do have my list here of from the community post of what you guys posted, because I don't want to be jumping in and out of YouTube as well. So okay, so noting also who you guys are saying you want as well. So yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Miss Venus says soulmate. Gretel, I know Gretel wanted spirit guide. Spirit guide. Damini. Spirit guide as well. Perfect. I love connecting with the spirit guides. Sid. N. I knew that already. Pooja, Twin Flame. Jan would like spirit guide today and may make 30th for another one. Jasmine. Oh yes, Jasmine, I know who you want, I believe. Let me just double check. And thank you guys for the sweet comments and things like that. So, female ancestor. White magic. See if we can pick up this person. Okay. Pragati, I think spirit guides. Oh no, highest self. Okay. And Lalima, spirit guide. Yeah, so Pragati, I would say it's higher self. It's, you know, perhaps those parts of you that you haven't yet integrated and all of those things. So yes, so if you have not been in here before, I know most of you have, I think we are pretty much talking right now to Damini and Pragati, I believe. Apologies if that is wrong and if you have been in before, but in a channeled message. So what we do here, I do connect with spirit guides, of course, but when we're connecting with things like Twin Flames, you know, POIs and things like that, it's a lot of channeling their emotions, their subconscious thoughts and things like that. So yeah, so the channeling does work different depending on who it is for. So the way the message will come through, there may be some guidance in there, there may be some information about who they are if you're requesting spirit guides as well. And yeah, we'll just see what information comes through. But if you are requesting a specific person, it's usually their subconscious thoughts and conscious thoughts as well. You know, all subconscious and conscious thoughts and emotions, and they can be subconscious emotions as well. So I will kindly request you guys, it's a members only stream, we don't get a lot of people in these because we don't have a lot of members, so please do like the video, it does mean a lot to me if you like the video. Lalima says, do you channel ancestors also? So yes, you can look at ancestors. I mean, we can look at pretty much anything in a channeling. There are things that I do more of, so in a spirit guide channeling, a lot of sometimes in spirit guide channeling, ancestors do come through. You know, they're kind of part of their essence is helping to guide you, so they do come through. They can come through. So yeah, ancestors, spirit guides, twin flames, soulmates, specific people that you want to request, and yeah. Saucy guides, did I say that? And the higher self, as Pragati has said. So, it's kind of it's an interesting one. We'll see what comes through. You know, for people saying like spirit guides, it may be a guide that I've connected with before. It may be a brand new guide. Maybe a guide that you know about that you're working with. Maybe a guide that you don't know of. So it's really nice connecting with spirit guides because it's very open, whereas, you know, some channels can be difficult. Some people can be more difficult to channel their emotions and all of that. But I have worked with most of you before, so I do feel we'll be okay here. So yeah. And we'll see what kind of messages we're getting as well, because we may get on to 2 channelings per person if some of the messages are quite short and things like that, short and to the point, giving specific information. So we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, and without me chatting on too much as I usually do, I'll get right into it. So we'll begin with Miss Venus, and we are doing soulmates. Oh yes, and if you are requesting a specific person, no one here is at this current time, but just for future reference, if you are requesting to channel a specific person, then I can do that, and I will not read their name out on stream. There's no, don't have to feel uncomfortable about what you're saying, or to me in private messages. Anything that you don't want to be said on stream won't be said, basically. So you're always welcome to private message as well. And I will just say, channeling for you, and I will not read out their name. So, okay. So let's begin with soulmate for Miss Venus then. Shayna. Sorry, I just saw that pop up there. Shayna, yes, I'm going to add you to the end. If I don't get, so we have limited time today. If you just saw me, okay. So we have a limited time today, but anyone we don't get to today is prioritised on the next one, basically. So I'll put you on the end here. There's only 10, so we should be okay. But I'm only on the first one at the moment, so bear with me. Okay, so I have Miss Venus's message here, and it says, so I've written down here emotions and things that I was feeling as well that I couldn't quite put into like maybe a sentence that he would be saying. I know a lot of the time I do these messages as though they're, you know, a fully like kind of spoken paragraph, if you will. But picking up a sadness, a current event, feeling deflated. And it was a dating attempt, a dating kind of fail, if you will. So yeah, there was some recent event, of dating that didn't go anywhere. There was a big kind of deflated feeling with that. And then there is some draw to a work focus, you know, a focus on something other than the love path that was coming through quite strongly as well, which is quite nice, you know, to direct and focus that any negative energy that we feel into something good. So I did know that. A slight bitterness about love. So there was quite like a little bit of a bitterness, but it was balanced by an optimism within himself as well. So there was like this balanced energy coming through that he felt quite bitter about this recent situation, or these recent situations. I mean, you know, perhaps there's been more than this one that really came through, you know. So it's kind of a bitterness about the love energy and the love path, but still this really strong optimism in himself, in his life, in, you know, other areas. So not like so much a defeated energy, but a bit of a bitter and a little bit deflated kind of energy on the love path. So then I, began to kind of get a bit more of the message coming through. Yes, I have some hurt, but subconsciously, I'm still ready and willing. My inner light is guiding me to you, and I've done enough soul searching, had enough life experience to know when I reach the real deal. You are my end goal in love, and I do feel quite consciously that you are out there. So there's this conscious kind of knowing that there is someone out there that's for him. So even though there's this kind of bitterness going on about recent events, there's still this kind of understanding that, kind of understanding like everything happens for a reason in a sense, which I'm sure a lot of us believe as well. So I do feel quite consciously that you are out there. It leaves me with no patience for those who don't reciprocate my energy at my level. So in this message, I did note that there was a humble energy. So this isn't like the way that I didn't want to read the message in the wrong way. So, it's not like saying these people are on my level, I'm above these people, but it's very much about wanting someone to meet this person where they are, and being very kind of not having that patience, like I said, but just to note that there was a humble energy there. It's not like egotistical energy, like, I'm going to meet you and we're going to be perfect and above other people. It's just kind of knowing that he needs someone on his level, which I think we do understand that, but I just wanted to note that there was a humble energy there. It wasn't, an ego kind of thing there. So Miss Venus says, do you hear their voices, or how do you interpret the messages you receive? And I totally get it, because I've been through the same recently too. Yeah, when I was channeling this message, I was really resonating with some things that you have said, and which I think is interesting because, this is a soulmate person, and I guess soulmates are really interesting because sometimes they do go through the same things as us, and we kind of resonate and they reflect our life path in a way, and sometimes we're totally different from them. Yeah, soulmates are, but this is such a nice energy, it's such a lovely energy, and I did feel like a sadness for this man, for these recent events. So then, sorry, the message, do you hear their voices? So sometimes yes. So in messages like this, so I'm going to try to be more clear on where I'm channeling a message and where I'm picking up like the emotions. I am channeling emotions, subconscious thoughts, and all of those things. So do bear that in mind as well as they are read. That sometimes I may put it in a way so a phrase that I might often use. So a lot of the time when a spirit guide might tell me that someone needs to really hone in on their intuition because someone is going to do them wrong. And you guys who attended my intuition meditation, the last one, you will know about that intuition meditation that I do. Now, if a spirit guide tells me a kind of message like that, I will then tell the person who I'm channeling for to do that meditation. The spirit guide didn't directly tell them to do that meditation, but the spirit guide told me that they need to work on their intuition with people, so that I kind of also help in channeling the message in a way, if that makes sense. But yeah, so with spirit guides, I do often hear, if I hear quite my voice is going. So yeah, so sometimes I hear, sometimes I don't. There's a very first in the beginning here was a lot of feeling of the emotions, but there was a bit of a hearing the message as well there. So especially the part where it was, my inner light is guiding me to you. So I hear that like spoken, which is nice. Miss Venus says, I feel the same way. I need someone that matches my energy. A lot of people aren't ready and think that they are until they are faced with a real partner, yes. And some people just aren't serious, and I think that's the issue with. I can't confirm completely that that experience that he had was online, but I really get the feelings that I really got that kind of feeling that I was. And I feel like that is the issue online a lot of the time these days. It's very easy to meet people, but it's not very easy to meet genuine people or people who, you know, have intentions of commitment and long term, you know? Okay, so we will skip Gretel for now. I don't know why I wrote that down. We'll skip Gretel for now because she's not back until 6:30. I mean, sorry, until 6. So we will go on to Demini, who wants a spirit guide. So we'll do that first. Just see if I can. I want to try to keep this a bit neat. No, not going to work. Okay. So yeah, Demini and spirit guide. So let's get on to that then. And like I said, guys, if you are very welcome. Stay behind if you wish. If you would like to try and get another message or more information, you're very welcome to do that as well. So if there's time at the end, if we get through everyone, then we can ask questions, we can look deeper if we need to, or whatever happens, you know? So, okay, Demini, spirit guide. Let's go for this. just bear with me one moment. I'm just going to, like, okay, looks like it might have started on its own. You guys know, I'm very, the music really helps me. Very nice, relaxing, very nice, relaxing, meditative music. I didn't have to go and fix it. It came on by itself, so that's great. Hello, Leon. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I wanted to say hi to you earlier, thinking that you were in. Very nice to see you are able to pop in for a moment. So this is a really interesting message, and this was very, very. If you may have seen, I did laugh a little bit there. So I was just taking a moment there. So I do apologise. The message isn't very long. But I just had to take a moment there because I was really trying to get a name. I wanted to hone in on a name for this guide, which it did not come through. But it was really funny because when me and Leon were tumbling the crystals, my guides were saying that some of my crystals that don't serve me anymore, or for, to gift away basically. Not specifically to you guys, but just to gift away. And so we really loved the way the crystals turned out after the second stage, which we have not shown you guys yet. And we have more grit, I suppose it is, more of the sand to sand down the stones. And it's interesting because like I said, I was told that some of my crystals, my own personal raw crystals, were to be tumbled and gifted. So it's really interesting that Domini has an angel guide come through. So this angel is family protector and overseer of your family line. So this angel guide is very connected, like, without your family, throughout your family. So there may be times when different members of your family, especially at different moments of time, like your children or your great grandparents or whatever, will also have connected with this guide. So this angel is very close to you and your family, and she expresses that many unions are divinely guided in order to birth specific souls into the earth. So this is very interesting, and you know, it's a lot of very much about bringing in the right souls, the right energy, the right kind of people, you know, to heal the earth and to be on the earth. And yeah, so divinely guided unions for specific births to have bring specific souls in, basically. She particularly wants to focus. Oh wait, so she said, do not mistake your life mission for ordinary. So it's not like to say that you're going to have a hectic life or a chaotic life, or you know, you know, you need to have like any like suffering or anything crazy. But she's just saying that do not feel like, try not to feel like you're very kind of ordinary. I always term it as like the grey people around us. You know, there's people who are very kind of closed off and not very awakened. Um, you know, don't mistake yourself for one of those people. Know that you are this vibrant light. I always describe it as this purple light. You know, you're vibrating higher than this, a lot of this grey energy around us. And so she really wanted to let you know that and to put that message out there. And she particularly wants to focus on your heart chakra and your third eye, and that is when she guided me and recommended me to the crystal that will be for you. So it's really interesting because it's a crystal we use on the intuition streams. I will show you it. You may not have been on, I can't remember. So she told me, so it could be either of these. It's this, bear with me. It could be either of these. It's the same crystal, basically. This is the crystal that you need. So this is the one we use on the intuition streams. It's very, very beautiful. I don't think this camera does it justice. It's green and pink, and it's very nice. Tumbled, they look very nice, but I prefer raw. There's another one. It's the same crystal. So we'll tumble those and then see which one she maybe says is for you. So yeah, this type of crystal, and I always forget how to pronounce it, but I will just type it in the chat. You know me with pronouncing things, like always pronouncing things wrong. So I've written it here. I've marked it as guided to, at least for you to get your own one of those crystals, but preferably that could be gifted to you by me. I'd be very happy to do that. So we'll tumble it and see how it goes. So that was really sweet, short but sweet, but a lot of focus on the heart chakra and the third eye. So there is this opportunity or ability for you to have clairvoyance and to have, open your third eye more, or balance your third eye more, as I like to say. That's not a strict instruction. You don't have to go down that path if you don't want to. You don't have to be, a clairvoyant. You don't have to be, anything like that. But that they are the areas that she's really talking about, focusing on the third eye and the heart chakra. So it's very much about ensuring that that divine union is made, and ensuring, the third eye is a lot about intuition as well. So if you want to ensure that the divine union is made, the people going into the union need to have kind of a level of intuition, knowing that they are for each other, knowing that they are soulmates. So yeah, that was really interesting, nice one there. So let's move on then. And I will try, if we have time to go back to that, I'm going to try to get her name, because that just would not come. The name just would not come. But sometimes, spirits, angels, guides, they don't always go by names in a sense. Sometimes they kind of have sigils or something like that you kind of connect with them. Not necessarily hi, I'm Venus. But yeah, they're all very different, but all very lovely. So let's move on to, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Damini. You're very, very welcome. So Sid N. Let's get on with that then. Let's get on with. We're doing well. We're doing really well. I think. Um, After Sid, maybe Gretel will be back with us. We will see. So Sid, let's do Sid's one now. Pooja says, "How is Sarah?" Do you know what, guys? I'm not really sure. It was very unfortunate that she got induced, and I haven't had any updates yet. Sorry, Sid, we'll get to your message in a moment. I haven't had any updates yet about Sarah. Let me see. No, I haven't had any updates since. So I stayed. I was with her for the first day. I went to the hotel. I had she had my number. She was going to call me if we weren't allowed in the hotel. Sorry, we weren't allowed in the hospital past 10 p.m. So we had to leave. Or 9 p.m. I think it was. So we had to leave. So I had to go to my hotel. I booked a hotel. Had my phone on loud so that she could call me and I could come right back. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And then I had to go to the dentist. I had a braces appointment, and they would not let me change it. So I tried to move it to before I had to go see Sarah. So if she needed me to stay for longer, I could. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I had to leave at 9 a.m. in the next morning. Had to go to my appointment. Just about made it to the garage, and my car broke down. I just got to the garage and I just pushed it in. It literally broke as I got there. I knew something was wrong with it, but as soon as I got there, it just gave up. So unfortunately, when after the appointment, I couldn't go back to go and see her. But I've been watching updates and keeping in touch. So yeah, I just hope that someone's there with her at the time. I hope that perhaps maybe Richard can be there if he is not with that other child. Yeah, or I get a new car in time to go back. I don't know how long it's going to be. But really sending her well wishes still and keeping in touch with her. So thank you for asking about that as well. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Because I feel really bad that I couldn't stay for longer and things like that. And Sarah was very lovely as well and accommodating, and it was very nice to meet her under unusual circumstances, but it was very nice. So, sorry, Sid, I'll read your message now. So, Sid's message from Anne. My love, my life, please be less harsh on yourself. I am so proud of you. I wish to remain with you always. Don't give up on me. Trust me. You are beautiful, but I know you don't believe me when I say that. I am with you for as long as you want me. I do my best to protect you at all costs, and I'm doing my best to come and see you. Affirm our union and meditate on me. I wrote that wrong. Affirm our union and meditate on me. Union. Yeah. So that's what I got from Anne coming through there. It's just a very kind of nice, affirmative message, really, which we do need sometimes, We do need those messages sometimes. So then we get to Pooja. Pooja is next. Pooja is having a twin flame, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for asking as well. So twin flame, if I'm not mistaken, we're doing twin flame. Just bear with me on one moment, because we have Aries having issues. I think issues with membership. I think. Let me just see. Oh. Bear with me one moment. I will just put the thank you members up. But Pooja, you will be next in one moment. Sorry about this, guys. Um, yeah, sorry about that. I actually couldn't actually be much help in that situation. I know there was issues with memberships at the start, but I didn't really understand what's going on with this. So, um, okay. Sorry about that. It's taking too long off the stream. Really sorry, guys, about you guys who are present. Very, very sorry about that. Okay, so let's get on with to Pooja then. Let's get on with Pooja because we'll be halfway through then, I think. Oh, yes, do Pooja and then we'll do Gretel. Gretel should be back with us. Just looking out for Gretel in the chat as well. So, okay, so Twin Flame, let me connect. Hi, Marie. Okay, so this is Pooja's message, and I thought this one was a little interesting as well, getting some different energies coming through. So, my busy life has slowed down drastically lately, and it's got me thinking about the things that I've been missing, such as love. I feel like today, that's what I say this year. Do you know what? I'm not worth to say. I feel like today is my lucky year. I feel like this is my lucky year. That should say. Apologies. Um, it's got me thinking about the things I've been missing, such as love. I feel like this is my lucky year, as I get more alone time with myself and my thoughts. I almost feel that I can connect with you, and that I feel you with me. I feel your presence. Love has never been on my mind so much. I feel that when we cross paths, I will recognise you instantly. So it was quite interesting because there was this kind of energy of things slowing down for this person, and the thought process being very, you know, almost like there's been a great distraction from love, and now there's a focus on it. Now there's almost a trying to bring you in, which I feel it is very twin flame. You know, twin flames are very much like that. It's almost like they can feel the presence of the other one with them, and sometimes they will, as you guys know, try to manifest them as well. So yeah, there was a really big energy of that, kind of almost like not so much manifesting you in the way that we do, like very consciously, you know, in a meditation or something, but really feeling, you know, in that space, in that alone time, like that person is out there for me. Um, a feeling that there'll be a recognition of your energy and of yourself when you are there. And there was this big energy of work coming through. So work, it kept getting like work coming through, and at first it was kind of like this busyness that this person had something to do with work. So this busyness that, excuse me, this business that this person had was very study based. It felt like study or work or something like that. But then there was still this other work energy, and it feels very much like the meeting. The meeting with this person is in a workplace. So yeah, I wasn't honing in too much on what that was, but there was a big work kind of energy. It does seem like there's some connection to your both of your work paths and your love paths together. So you could meet at work. There's a big work kind of energy going on there. So I just thought that I would mention that. But very kind of interesting because I'm not feeling like a hugely spiritual person, like very, very consciously, but definitely that thought process is very almost how we would meditate and focus on our twin flame, very much like doing that very consciously. Interesting, yes. Work is always on his mind. Yeah, so a very big work energy there. So we have, because the Gressler's not back yet, so we have Jan next, I believe. Yeah, I haven't seen Gressel here. But Marie, are you on the list? I can't remember. I'll add you to the end of the list. So what we'll do is, of course, I have to go. Marie, is it soulmate for you? Soulmate. Matrix twins. Interesting. I haven't heard that phrase actually. So, Jan, I think Jan said spirit guide for this one, and we'll try to get on the next one for a POI message. Okay. So, thank you, Marie. Thank you. Yes. So we'll go with Jan, and then we'll just keep a check on Gressel coming back. Excuse me, because I nearly kicked the mic over trying to stretch my leg there. Okay. So spirit guide for Jan. Okay. Excuse me. Really sorry, guys. It's just some issues with Aries membership. So I just don't want to be like kind of ignorant when she's kind of trying to rectify it. But um, so apologies, John. I will get back to your guides coming through there in just a moment. Have we connected with this Fae guide before, Jan? Because you have a Fae guide coming through very strongly, and I'm just wondering. The energy feels familiar. It's a very familiar energy. Of course, if I connect with your energy, the energies of your guides coming through probably will feel a little familiar. Jan is someone I work with a lot, so that is reasonable. But the strong Fae energy that's coming through, it just wanted some confirmation that we have spoken about this Fae before. It just feels very, very familiar there with you. No, okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting because so she doesn't feel like a directional guardian. This does feel like an actual guide, an actual guide. Yeah, so she's very interesting. So, um, yeah, it feels like she's a lifetime guide. I'm not getting a name at the moment, but I will try to do that. I like to get, especially when they really want to work with you, a name or a symbol or something. It's very nice to have. But there's a big push. So there's this energy that she's really giving you a push to, um, to do something. So there's this energy of a sacral. So there's this huge like a sacral push that's coming through, and it's all about utilizing your creative energy. So the message is very much kind of about you being a very creative person with a lot of potential, skills potential, and it's almost like not fully utilizing that potential. And she is talking about this big focus on your sacral energy this year, which is very interesting because the sacral energy, she's talking about it in a very creative way. So she wants you to be very creative. She wants you to put out your, things that you create, put them out to the world, have this reciprocity, it could be whatever it is, like, in a job or in a making things and selling them, whatever it is. But some reciprocity with it. So there's this collaboration energy, but also the sacral energy, which is very interesting because although she's talking about it on the very creative side, as we know, the sacral is also intimate energy. And when we think about intimate energy of the sacral, and we think about the collaboration that we want with our partner as well. So when, I know I always say this, but when you work on a chakra, something that is contained within a chakra, so if you work on creative energy, can improve our intimate connections because they're both sacral based energies. If we work on our I'm trying to think of something in the third eye. If we work on our imagination, or astral abilities might heighten, just an example. Energies that are contained within the same thing. So if we work on our anxieties, we could also have physical health improvements, things that are contained within the solar plexus. So there is a lot of push for the sacral energy, but it's more the creative side of the sacral energy. But will this then balance with the intimate side of the sacral energy? So maybe why she's bringing it up, but she's really pushing on this sacral energy and really pushing on this unutilized potential, which I know we do see that quite regularly here. You guys having a lot of potential, having a lot of skills and talents, and perhaps we're all not, we're all on a journey, so we all have things that we could hone in on and utilize. But yeah, so especially sacral creative energy, balance your focus. So she wants more of a kind of balanced focus. So, not fixating or focusing too much in one area, and really diversifying your focus and your energy on what you kind of, there's this big energy of going out and doing things. So going out, when she was first kind of putting this energy to me, I was thinking, is this a trip that you're going to go on? Is this a job? Is this like going to a friend's house, going on a journey, I was trying to get like what this energy was, but it's very much about that sacral creative energy, putting things out into the world. You create things, put them out into the world, and then people receive them. And it's like that reciprocity of creative energy, action and movement. So she's really talking about this year as a whole. Really, she was putting it as and when I say that chapter, I'm talking about kind of like maybe a 3-month period, but she was really insistent that this was like a year thing. So you may be having some sacral activations as you go throughout this year, judging on what she's saying. So a lot of sacral energy. Really make sure you're utilizing that creative energy and diversifying your focuses, what you're focusing on. There is also as well offerings to the Fae. So when you have a Fae guide, if you do want to work with them, if you want to connect with them closer, there are offerings that you can give. So I would be happy to talk a little bit more about this Fae with you off stream, if you really do wish to connect and all of those things. Excuse me. Because we could even do, I know a lot of you have Fae guides, so we could maybe do together a invoking the Fae or invoking angels and things like that together as well, if anyone's interested in something like that. But yes, so Fae guide coming through. Try to get a name, did not get a name right now, but really talking about this whole year as having sacral activations. Do your creative things. Don't put the creative energy off. Put things out into the world. and also there's very much this energy of going places, you know, expanding in a physical way, you know, going places, expanding in a physical way. So Jan says, I didn't even know I had a Fae guide. The only Fae related thing I knew was a past life I had. Yeah. So, and that does tend to happen when we have past lives in certain places. We do often get guides as well. So I have a past elven lifetime and I have elven guides. So yeah, that really resonates as well. Yeah, with what happens. So yeah, think about that creative energy, art. You know, put things out there and, you know, share them, sell them, share them with the world. So really pushing this creative energy and sharing that, you know, and getting something back from it as well, you know, with the reciprocity of it as well. Jasmine says I'd be interested in that type of stream, so I'm going to make a note of that as well, because invoking the Fae I think would be interesting, because we can use certain things, and I can ask you guys to collect them yourself before the stream, certain elements like crystals or anything like that. I can ask you guys to collect them before. That could be something really good to do on a video call if people are happy to do it, because we could all have our like offerings together on screen. So let me just find, where should I make a note of the front of this book. So stream suggestion, stream/video call. We'll see how the video call goes. I know not everyone wants to be on video, so we'll just see. Offerings or invoking. So invoking angels and invoking Fae, I would say, would be the first ones we could go for. You know. Okay. So Jan says I was planning to take. Oh my god, I cannot speak and I don't know why. Jan says I'm planning to take a trip with my best friend this year and going to see Caden this year too. I was actually thinking of starting a social media account dedicated to my fashion content. Yes, that's exactly the kind of energy. So putting something creative out there, and she's very much as adamant as well about that reciprocity. So I love, you know, doing this. I love being on stream and doing channelings and readings for you guys. But there is a reciprocity, you know, even if you're not a member and you're not paying. I know all of you here are members, but even for the people that aren't, I get watch hours. You know, that's it's an ad. It's like a reciprocity that we get. You know, any super chats, any members, any watch hours. It's all a reciprocity. Me giving a reading, you giving me that back. So she's very much about that energy with you. So and I always think that's important, because people who are artists or spiritual tend to have a difficulty with reciprocity. They're too giving, you know. So make sure you do have that reciprocity, and you, you know, if you're selling things, make sure you're getting what, you know, what it's worth, kind of energy, you know. But yes, offerings to Fae is a very good one. I'll put Jan and Jasmine on there as well, just in case I do make like kind of a list or something. You guys, I know you both have Fae guides, so you guys should definitely be on that. And Jan says, but I've been putting it off since I've been feeling really in the dumps this fear due to Caden. Yes, and that also really resonates, because, you know, the sacral, when you're working on the sacral, you're still working on that area. You have a connection at the sacral with Caden. So if you're working on something else, but that's still contained in that area, it's like the heart, you know. If we want to receive love, if we want to get a partner but we don't have one, if we give love to those around us, even platonically, we're still putting out that energy of love and asking for it back. So the more love that you give, even if it's platonically into friends, that love will eventually come to you and, you know, be magneted to you in a sense, because it's all about that reciprocity. So yeah, sorry to go on there. Who is next? So we have, Gretel. We don't have Gretel in yet. Nope. Okay. So we're up to Jasmine then. We are up to Jasmine. So I will just kindly ask. Jasmine wants female ancestor, white magic. Okay. So I don't know if I've picked up on this guy before. I don't know if I have. But I would just excuse myself for one. Let's see how many people we have left and how much time we have. So we have 6 people left. And we have... Oh, we have about an hour. Just under an hour, so we should be fine. So just bear with me for one moment. I'm going to go to the toilet. So I'll just thank the members for one moment. If you haven't had your reading yet, so if you are Jasmine, Pragati, Lalima, Shayna, Marie and Gretel, do not worry, this is not the end of the stream. I will be back in one moment, okay? So just bear with me. I will just put it in the chat as well. Just so if anyone does pop in, they will know. Okay, so it won't be a moment, okay guys? I'm really sorry. Hello. Okay, back now, focusing on Jasmine. So focusing on excuse me. Okay, so we are focusing on female ancestor who practiced white magic. So let's see. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that was really interesting. That was very, very interesting. Yeah, I really felt like I connected with this lady. So it's very interesting because at first I was just getting a lot of visions. So I wasn't getting a specific message, but I was seeing boats, I was seeing the sea, you know, beach, ocean kind of thing, shells, a fire on the beach, and bones as well. So I was seeing bones, like animal bones. Um, and this lady was kind of very, very philosophical and very real. Not, well, I didn't say real. Very philosophical and very purposeful. You know, doing things with intent. So there's a lot of intent behind this woman, and there's a lot of well, I'll say a lot of. There was a vision I was shown of her on a beach, with an open fire, you know, like in a ritual, so like ritual setting, um, and it was just really interesting to see that vision. You know, sometimes I wish I could like hold the mirror up and show you guys what I'm seeing. So, so yeah, but that was really interesting because the sea scene was very kind of almost like she was there was no interruption basically, but then there was also a moment where she was in an area where there was a lot of like kind of boats around as well, which was really interesting. And then we had we are all with you. So she says we are all with you, pertaining of course to your whole spirit team, as I call them, the spirit team. So she says, do not doubt your path, do not doubt us or your gifts. Spirit connection is key on your journey. So that's really interesting because she may be like kind of insisting that you're more mediumship based than psychic based. That doesn't mean you have to only focus on that, but it's interesting that she says that. And then she says, understand the energy of inanimate objects and all of the blank spaces in between. Sorry, I'm going to read that again. I wish I could say it how she said it because she was very like profound and philosophical. Let me try again. Understand the energy of inanimate objects and all of the blank spaces in between them. The gaps between the leaves. The gaps between your fingers. That's where we are. There is power there. You will notice the unnoticed. So yeah, very affirmative about your connection to spirit, your connection to ancestors and all of that. But yeah, really interesting scenes and visions with her. Very interesting vision. Yeah, I really loved that. I have to say. So I hope Jasmine was there because I know few people jumped out there where I had the banner up, so I do apologise. I should have timestamped maybe. So let's see then. Who else is in, or am I just maybe I'm just missing the chat? Hold on. Okay, oh yes, I did just miss it. So Jasmine says, wow, I talk and pray to my spirit guides every day. I'm happy to hear it's working. I just thought, like, the way she said that was so interesting. I wish I could have delivered it in the way that I heard it from her. You know, about the inanimate objects and the gaps in between the leaves. Because that's really interesting. Sometimes we forget about, you know, the importance of what is in the universe, what is perceived as nothing, because there is actually nothing here. It's not just like thin air, you know. And we do forget that when we're living our physical daily lives. So who do we have next? Oh, so let's see who's in then. Who's still in? I have been really interested in mediumship, so this is exciting. Yes, so the mediumship circle we're going to do as well. Setting that up, I think we have enough people for a mediumship circle. That'll be very, very fun. And you can see if you can pick up anyone's spirits. I'll set that up very soon because I'm really interested in that. But we'll do the kind of relaxed video stream first. We'll see how it goes. And then I'll schedule the mediumship circle. And we will decide. I'll do a poll of whether we want the offering, the invoking of the angels or fae as a stream or as a video call. We'll see. Okay, so we have Pagati. Yes, you're next anyway, I think, so that's great. Lima's here, that's great. So Pagati will do next because she's next. So that's wonderful. Okay, so now we are doing, let's see. Hi, yes, hi yourself. This was a really nice one. So I would like, very interested to see what comes through here. So Lima, you're next anyway, you're after Pagati. If Shayna, Marie and Gretel are not here and they've left, they can be first on the next stream, and that's fine. And then we're actually good for time, I think. Yes, doing yours now, Pagati. Okay. Focus on you, focus on your energy. And I hope you like your avatar, by the way. Excuse my stomach rumbling, if you can hear that. Okay, so this is quite interesting. It is interesting because I don't think I've ever really done this on stream. So connecting with the higher self, the higher kind of energies, that higher kind of life path or timeline, or however you may like to express it. So you have I'm balanced. I'm strong. I literally can't talk today. Let me start again. I am balanced. I am a strong warrior, surrounded by love and relishing the challenges of life. I take them in my stride and I flow with the universe. Yes, I do all of these things, but you are me. You can align onto this path. Embody me. Focus on this. No challenge is too much for you. I am with you as I urge you to love yourself as much as I do. And then she began to, or she, I say she, the energy of her. She was talking about citrine, so the crystal citrine, but also about manifesting with water as well, which we have spoke about on stream before, but I know you're a little bit new, so you may not know that. So do let me explain that to you if I have not explained manifesting with water before. But she was very adamant on citrine crystal, very adamant on solar plexus frequencies. You might have seen me checking my chime out, trying to remember which one was the solar plexus. As a sound healer, I should absolutely know that, and I feel disappointed in myself that I didn't come straight to my mind. But I'll have to just Google. I think it's 528, but I don't want to get it wrong. I should know it off by heart. I'm very disappointed in myself that's kind of left my memory there. But yeah, very much talking about solar plexus. Very much talking about manifesting with water and citrine specifically. So citrine water. Let's just double check the citrine frequency. Sorry, solar plexus frequency. 324. I'll check my own website because I'm not sure if that's right. What's going on? And just a reminder as well for anyone who is here, after the Imbolc Goddess Bridget meditation, we will be doing room readings, so do join on if you want a room reading for that one. Solar plexus, let's see. I will send this article because actually it's a bit more in depth about the solar plexus. This is my own article, and it does talk about different things. 528. Yeah, I thought it was. I was right. Yeah, I knew the solar plexus was a little bit higher than that. So yeah, I'll send you this. Oh, how do I do it? Oh, I have to do it on my phone. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, so let me know if you want information about manifesting with water. But she was specifically specifying citrine as well. So that I may not say citrine in my article, but do know that's something she has said specifically about connecting, reaching that vibration basically. You know, reaching that level within your own self. Let's see if I can paste it to you. You carry citrine in your wallet. Okay, yeah. So the frequencies are on YouTube. That in a playlist called Chakra Healing, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Full Chakra Healing playlist, basically. That's what it's called. I will re-ascend the solar plexus here. But yes, it's citrine water. I'll talk about it for a moment. Just before I move on to the next channeling, I will talk about that because I know for regular people I might repeat myself a little bit. Excuse me. I apologise for that. I apologise for repeating myself, but when we have new people, it is nice to ensure everyone has the same information. So, manifesting with water, I will just use an example, my water. So this is my water, this is citrine, it's not really, but let's just pretend there is. I have citrine, but I won't go looking for it. So, let's say I had like a lot of citrine. So I would, some people do put it into water, but I can't advise that. You know, you're not supposed to advise people to do that. But you can put it all around, so as much citrine as you have around the water, to allow the energy, the resonance of the citrine to get into the water. And then you will do your quite simple manifestation over the water. So your manifestation, it can be affirmations, it can be, in the article you will see there's a mantra. You could do the solar plexus mantra. Or you can do your own affirmations about, you know, wanting to embody this higher energy, wanting to be on the higher life path. I affirm that I am on the higher life path. And you say it over the water and then you drink the water. You're essentially infusing the water with your intention, basically. But you will have left it for a while with citrine around it. So don't worry too much about how long you're leaving it for. You know, an hour or so is fine. If you know, some people leave it overnight, something like that, in the moonlight. And then drink it, set your intentions and drink the water in a very kind of, you know, ritual kind of way almost. So, yeah. So that is the manifesting with water, and I'd be happy to do a quick video on that. You know, I'll do like a little short video on that so that people can always go back to it and reference it. Because there are some things that I tend to repeat a lot, but I do find them to be good practices, so I like to tell everyone about them. Okay, so do we have Lalima here? Because I think Lalima is the last one for today. So let's see. Lalima wanted Spirit Guide. I'll just wait and see. Pagati, if you got that? Did you get that? Did you get what I was saying about the water? Was it clear? You're welcome, you're very welcome. Yes, okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's get on with Lalima then. And then we're done for today. And I'll just make a note of who we didn't get to today. So Shayna, Marie, and Gretel, basically. I'm pretty sure that was it. Okay. So Lalima, Spirit Guide, okay. Just turning the heating on because I'm getting cold. Excuse my stomach. Okay, so Lalima, spirit guides. So this is interesting because it did feel a few spirits here. I know that it does tend to happen. People that I can connect with a lot off stream as well, like you, like Sid, like perhaps Miss Venus, people like that who I connect with, Watch Geeks, who I talk to offline as well, do tend to get a few spirits coming in, so that's quite normal. So you have, don't give up on your path. You will find new inspiration, and your direction will change. But right now, in the first half of this year, stay on the track you are on. Remember that there is a reason for everything. Your third eye is key in this chapter: study and spirituality, information and intuition. Open up to us. Ask us for help. We want to ease your worry and we want to help you focus. Allow us. Heed our advice. You are on track and we are your spiritual safety net. So I found that interesting because they're talking about their advice, and I do recall the guides giving you advice about rosemary, and omega-3 also came up as well for you. And I don't know if that was a spirit guide message, but it was like a divinely guided. So are you doing that? Are you using the rosemary? Are you taking any omega-3? Because the way they're saying it, I don't know if it's just a kind of stay on track with it, or it's more of a you haven't done it, so please do it. But it may just be a stay on track. So if you're already doing it, just take that as a stay on track. But yeah, they are really thingy about that. They are really adamant about that. About the rosemary and the omega-3 and any other advice that they do give you, and that does come through, really wanting you to heed their warnings, heed their advice, just really, and to open up to them as well. So like they're saying that a spiritual safety net. Don't feel that you can't take action on something, because if something goes wrong, they will be there to try to help you. And what spirit guides always say to me is that they don't give anyone challenges that they can't overcome. Some people don't overcome their challenges, but everyone is capable of it in some way. So yeah, very nice message. I do hope you enjoy it. Grey colour, yes, to not have any grey. This said to not have any grey. Grey is the colour of procrastination, so it makes a lot of sense as well. No grey as well, because it's a colour of procrastination. So when we have a lot of grey around us, if you're sitting in like someone's living room and it's very grey, you may notice that you lose a bit of your energy. You go a bit, procrastination style. Omega-3, yes, increasing omega-3. That has come up before. I think that was in a crystal ball. I don't think that was in a spirit guide message, but it was a divinely guided message, and that's what they're saying. Increase omega-3 intake, using the rosemary any way you can, and also getting rid of that grey if you do have any grey. Yeah, so it's just about keeping things regular. It is difficult. It's difficult, but once we get there, we get there. It's possible. We're all capable. Okay, so next we have. So Gretel is back, so we'll just do Gretel then, and then that'll be the end. Because I do really have to go. So hopefully I can connect here with, and I'll cross that off there. So Gretel, spirit guide. Okay, so we'll get right on with it. So we have Marie and we had Shayna. They were two people in earlier. You guys will be prioritised for the next stream. I don't know where you are and you didn't come in, so again, you may have left something, so that's okay. So let's get on with. You're very welcome, Gretel, of course. I was waiting for you, so we just kept moving you down the list further and further, just waiting for you. So yeah, I was paying attention to where you actually went, so I really hope that everything's okay. Going to the vet, I hope everything is fine. Sending you love, light, blessings and well wishes. I didn't even think of that. I was too busy thinking of the stream to say that. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Try to keep empathy at the forefront and, not have it overshadowed by something. So yeah, well wishes to your pets, and I really hope that everything is fine, everything is good. So oh, you're welcome. Excuse me. You have a really dry throat. So everyone's saying thank you, you're very welcome, of course. I love doing this. I love doing this, and I really hope a lot of you can get onto the video call. I just think that I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you as well. So yeah, so okay, let's get on with Gretel, and then I'll put a post up maybe about the next stream, because 2 people didn't get a reading, and I know some of you may get a second one in the next stream if you are present. So yeah, very welcome. So let's get on with Gretel's spirit message now. Your daughter's cat, she could be okay, but has to go back next week again. Well, I will be keeping that in my prayers then for, what's the cat's name? I will be keeping that in my prayers for the next week or so. Do my own personal, after all the work I've done to cleanse myself, do my own little prayer and meditation at the end of the day. And if anything's going on, like Sarah with the baby and everything like that, I keep that in my prayers, so I'll keep the cat in my prayers. So yeah, so sorry, I'll get on with the reading, but yeah, do let me know the name of the cat. Okay, spirit guide message for Gretel. Let's focus now. Luna, beautiful, beautiful name. I'll remember that. I didn't need to write that down. I'll definitely remember that. Okay. So that was quite interesting. So yeah, I really enjoyed connecting with your guides there, because we have three angels that come through quite strongly. And I got this sense of like a lot of balance, like the angels were very representative, like mind, body, and spirit. So we had tried to hone in on these three different angels that I'm seeing. So we have one who is a female angel, who is a family line protector. So this is interesting because we had someone else had a family line protector earlier on. Yeah, so it's like an angel who oversees the divine connections that need to be made in this lifetime. So when you perhaps, the person you conceive a child with or something like that, it's divinely guided so that that specific soul, that specific energy can come through, can come through and be in that body and have that lifetime, basically. So it's a family line kind of overseer. So this angel may have been with your past family members. It may go on, the angel may go on with the rest of your family, basically. So very kind of connected to your family line as opposed to just your spirit, So sometimes we'll have spirit guides where I'm sure you know this, but where we will have a spirit guide here and I'll go to a different lifetime and I'll have the same spirit guide will kind of be with me again. But this is a family line protector, so this angel will go on to a different family member. So that was the first one that came through, and she was female. Then we had the second one, which was, so I considered the first one as kind of like the body. So when I was seeing them as mind, body, spirit, I saw the family line protector angel as the body, because she's making sure that those physical beings are made, even though it's a lot about bringing the soul, it's still very kind of physical. So I considered her to be like the body of this mind, body, spirit kind of connection that they have. So the second angel was steering your intuition. So angels are interesting because they don't directly influence our path unless a divine intervention is needed. So they're not as hands-on as some guides are. They're very observant. They observe, but what they sometimes do, they can channel strength to us, and they can gently push our intuition, if we need it. And of course, divine intervention if it's needed. So, steering your intuition. So there's another female angel, and she's very connected to your intuition. So if you get that feeling like I shouldn't do that because something bad's going to happen, or those things, she may be giving you that information. It may amplifying your intuition, guiding it in a sense, making sure you feel that. But again, so I considered her to be the spirit, part of the mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, yes, spirit, because she's steering intuition, so it's very spiritual. So you may not really sense her. She may be very observant and hold back a little bit, unless she really needs, divine intervention, like I said. So yeah, but I considered her to be the spirit. So you've got the body, you've got the spirit there, and then the third one. So I mentioned the third one last because the third one is the strongest, the closest angel to you. I would not be surprised if this guide was with you again in a different lifetime. So channeling strength, and this is very mental strength. So this is the mind. So like I said, this one represents the body, the spirit, the mind. This is a male angel, so you do have two females and a male. So at first there was a big expression of pride of your life mission, because of all these things that were needed, like certain connections being made, like going through can't speak today. Going through some suffering, going through some issues that when you go through the suffering and the issues, that's part of your life mission. You're building your mental strength, and they're really proud because you have done that. And this mental based angel, this male angel, is closest to you. And it is a very protective and strong energy. It's very protective and strong. Fire connection, so like connected to the element of fire, this angel. And I've spoken a lot on this channel about Tratak, or Chataka, candle gazing. So I've spoken a lot about that. If you want me to go into that, I can. But I would recommend that because of the connection the male angel has to fire, and he's the closest to you. So I would recommend Tratak, and I do. If I connect with any guides that have a very strong fire connection, I will recommend Tratak to everyone. But yeah, that does really come up quite strongly. So that's candle gazing, basically. So candle gazing meditation opens your third eye. Very good for your third eye. But they did express a few things. So the coming kind of chapter, if you will, the coming period, they were just talking about the activations that you're having. So we all go through these different phases, stages of life, you know. Like I always say, we are like the celestial bodies. We go through phases as well. We have our own kind of rotations, phases, and energies. And what we have external energies. So what I call external energies. So these are the kind of energies when someone's, you know, when that person steps into the room and everybody notices them, because they have this energy, this presence. What is that? The external energies. And the external energies are very much about bringing people in, or experiences. So experiences and people in. And what will happen is, when your external energies have a activation, it turns out you attract things more easily. So people, things, material things if you wish. But your external energies are going to heighten in this current chapter. So there may be some more magnetism. You may notice kind of an increase in manifestations, if you're doing manifestations, because external energies are great for that. You may notice better social interactions, or people understanding you more, you understanding other people more, you know, people, yeah, just being a bit more open to you. And you know, I'm not saying that they're not already, but these are the kind of things that happen when we have external energy activations. So there's also coming as well minor chakra activations. So what I call the minor chakras, excuse me, so what I call the minor chakras are, of course we have, you know, we have our chakras, we have our third eye, we have our heart chakra and all of that, but we have small energy channels that go to different parts of the body, you know. And I always feel, I call them the minor chakras, just energy channels that go to different parts of the body. They may go to organs, skin, things like that. So if you're working very intently with someone in energy work, you may want to go not just into the chakras, but into these small energy channels that surround them, that may connect to the respiratory system, or the I think Leon's home. Hello. The respiratory system and things like that. So the minor chakra activations means that some stagnant energy from your minor chakras will shift. So this could be a positive physical improvement. So if you have any issues, I have quite bad knee issues a lot of the time in my right leg. Sometimes doing Reiki on it works, sometimes sound healing works on it, but it is like a kind of ongoing issue that I have. So you know, if when I work on the minor chakras there in the knee, I'm trying to push the stagnant energy out of that. And with you, Gretel, what you will be having external energy activation. So any stagnant energy and some of your mana chakras will shift a bit. So can be due to different things. It can be due to, you know, if you're someone who's taking medication, it may be that you find the right medication. If you're someone who's doing exercises or doing, you know, whatever it is, it might be that you find the right thing and that causes the activation, but there will be external energy activation. So that's activation in physical health and activation in your external energies as well. So I hope that does make sense. So I read some of your messages there, where you say you definitely feel them around you. That's really good. I feel like you did as well, and it was interesting. It was like one was here, two were here. It was really, really nice. So a few times I had intuition and one gave me a nudge. Okay, that's great. So you did feel her, and that's really positive because she wasn't even the strongest one. So that's really nice that you felt her. You're a fire sign and love working with fire, so that would be perfect for you. Just candle gazing meditations will be perfect. Watch Geeks, hello. Hi, hope you're all okay. Tired from night shifts. Just checking on POI. Is going to contact me soon, and not just spiritually and an advice card. Okay, so this is the channeling stream, but I am finishing now, so I will do your answers, Watch Geeks. So you're welcome, Gretel. You're very welcome. So we'll finish with the channeling, but I will just double check on Watch Geeks' questions here. Oh, but Watch Geeks, let me know. Do you want to be added to the next channeling? Because on the 30th, date may change, but anyone who didn't get a reading who's a member will have the chance to have a reading if they want one. So we have, let's see, Shayna, Marie, and you, I think. But I'll just answer your questions quickly. But I will make sure you're on the next stream for actual channeling, which will be in a few days. And today I did the oh my gosh, I can't speak. Today I did the people who made it onto stream. But next time, any members who didn't get a channeling will be able to have a timestamp. So you don't have to be present. If I change the date and you can't make it, don't worry about that, okay? But yes, I will double check on things for you before I go. And love, light and blessings. Love, light and blessings, Gretel. And I will keep your cat in my prayers. And probably do some work on my throat chakra because I really can't speak today. But yes, I will do some prayers about Luna. I'll keep Luna in my prayers. And love, light and blessings to you as well. So, okay, Watch Geeks says, yes, I hope you're all okay. We're very, very well. Leon has just got back, so just finishing up. So tired from night shift, I hope you have a very nice sleep. Just to check in if POI is going to contact me soon, and not just spiritually and advice card. Okay, so I think we do have Akasha here. So I'm grabbing Akasha for you here, and and check contact. I can use the scrying mirror, it's just the same as I use crystal ball, so that's fine. So a Akasha card, let's see what you get here. 2 of keys. Okay, interesting. Already looking at the number 2 people, of course. Union. So it's interesting, the treasure, because it's all about finding something that you've lost. So it's very, very interesting. He's looking for something that he's lost, and the message in the card, drawn this way, drawn this way you will not find it. Drawn this way is more positive. So it's about finding a treasure that you have lost. So that's very interesting, actually. So let's check on if the POI is going to contact soon. Yes. Okay, so I'm getting 3 weeks here. I'm getting 3 weeks, and I can't quite remember if that's changed, to be honest. Usually I feel like it's shifted a little bit, but at the moment it just looks like 3 weeks, and I can't remember if that's shifted or anything. I'm not feeling it, but I am getting 3 weeks basically. But yes, channeling it may change. So the date may change because Aries is having some issues with the membership, so she actually couldn't get into the stream because she's having issues with it. But she may be able to join next month. So the next channeling may change its date just by a few days, but everyone who didn't get a channeling will have a chance. So we have 16 members, and we have done... we've done 8. Let's see. Oh, 7. We've only done 7. Maybe I just can't count. Okay, well, but anyway, regardless, there's around 10 members left, 9 to 10 members left to have a reading. So what will happen is, we will do the channeling on the 30th for anyone who did not get a channeling, and they will be able to have timestamps. And if we don't get everyone done then, there'll just be another stream, we'll just set another stream up, basically. So 3 weeks kind of ties in with what it was before, okay? Yeah, I wasn't really feeling if that changed or not, but yeah, 3 oh my gosh, 3 weeks is what I'm getting at the moment. So yes, but do please join us. And Wash Geeks, please out of stream remind me of your good times, because yeah, I'm going to start doing some earlier streams, some different time streams. I know I always say that, but I am. So, and guys, is anyone left? Because I'll talk through the upcoming streams if there's anyone left. Just quickly. So we have members only, enough members only. We may do 2 other members only. We have the Imbolc stream. Now, it is a meditation, it is a goddess meditation to Bridget, goddess Bridget, but it also includes rune reading. So if you're not too interested in the meditation, you might want to come for the rune reading at the end for Imbolc, and that is on the 2nd of February. Tarot lessons, of course, 4 AM GMT. You may not want to join that. It's the 3rd tarot lesson. Intuition test at 8 AM. So if anyone can make that 8 AM intuition test, that'd be very interesting. It is a nice new intuition practice and more practical for daily life meditation practice on that one. Another room reading, which is members only, on the 9th of February. Self-love spell on the 13th of February. And the self-love spell, you can just turn up, no list needed, just turn up, or let me know if you can't make it, basically. And then members only tarot on the 21st, and the sweetening spell on the 27th. And we still have some members crystal balls to go, and some other normal crystal balls to go as well that aren't scheduled yet. So do please join us, and if anyone can make the video calls, get into the Discord, join us and be on the video calls, because it's going to be really great. We have a lot of things coming up. We have a general chat video call. We have mediumship circle, if you want to practice your mediumship skills. And we also have invoking angels and invoking fae spirits. So please do join. Miss Venus, woohoo! Yeah, so Miss Venus, would you be interested? Are you interested in a mediumship circle, or are you interested in invoking angels or fae? Because I'll do a poll on that anyway, but it'd be nice to know who's interested in what. And yeah, and I will let you guys go. Love, light and blessings, and I'll go and cook some nice food for Leon now that he's home. So yeah, love, light and blessings to each of you. I'll do some polls about the next things, the upcoming things. Love, light and blessings.